Hi, my name is Laura Smith, and I have the privilege this year of being your son or daughter's teacher for AP Language and Composition. And while I wish that we were live and in person, and I can't wait to meet your sons and daughters in person, I am glad that so far this semester, the technology and the remote learning has been going a lot better. There have been glitches, but I think that we are making the best that we can of the situation. And so far, your sons and daughters have been wonderfully attentive and cooperative, and it's been a pleasure getting to know them even this way. Just a little bit about myself. I've been teaching at East since 1994. I teach most of the classes that we offer in the curriculum and some that aren't even there anymore. We are working very hard to streamline the communication process and make things as easy as possible on your kids. So I've chosen to use Google Classroom for our classroom management system because it's very user friendly and it keeps everything in one place for us. Every day, the students just click on the Google Classroom. There's a permanent link that they enter our synchronous or live meeting. And then they know that every day I post a Google slide presentation that gives them the day's agenda, any links to materials that they're going to need, and it will tell them if there is an assignment and when it's due. So I want you to know that if your student ever misses class for any reason, the Chromebook has problems, if they have an appointment, they can go onto this Google Classroom site. They can access the Bitmoji Classroom slide presentation, and everything that they need is going to be on there for them. This is also the place where they will submit assignments when they're done, so I can assess them. Okay, this is what their Bitmoji Classroom will look like. So it's the first slide of any slide presentation. And again, it's just kind of a fun way for me to collect all of the materials that they will need to link into one kind of fun place. Okay, the meat and potatoes is, of course, what we're doing in AP Language and Composition. Another resource we'll use heavily is AP Central's collegeboard.com, which is going to not only give you your students' AP test schedules, but it will provide video lessons for them to learn skills and practice tests and review. What we'll be studying in this class is really civic discourse and engagement. This is a rhetoric course that teaches your students to analyze messages and craft effective messages of their own while getting them ready for college, of course. So this is the AP Central's definition, that we will cultivate understanding of writing and rhetorical arguments through reading, analyzing, and writing texts as students explore topics like rhetorical situation, claims and evidence, reasoning and organization, and style. My unofficial name for this class is How to Rule the World as a Benevolent Dictator, because it teaches them the communication and persuasive skills, as well as the analytical and critical thinking skills that we would want in a world leader or a business leader. The expectations of this class are to learn to read and listen very analytically, especially complex texts. We'll read texts that are very modern, but we'll also go back to the 17th century. We will focus on three types of writing: academic rhetorical analysis, less formal real-world argument, and then synthesis, which is just combining multiple sources into one essay like we would do with a research paper. And of course, it's critical thinking that drives all of this. I do want to give a disclaimer that because this is a course in civic discourse, that some of the issues that we cover are relatively controversial. We use this book called The Language of Composition, which is popular with many college campuses. So it's a good investment. Your student will have a great annotated copy. But there are sections in here on social justice, on gender equity and gender issues, as well as some lighter issues. We have sports and entertainment as well. But I do want you to know that we will be engaging in some very controversial topics and conversations. If you don't hear me stepping in, it's because I want the kids to feel free expressing themselves, and because our course values listening to multiple perspectives and diverse opinions on different topics. If you ever need to reach out to me, I respond to emails within 24 hours. And I set up office appointment hours by appointment every day, periods 3, 6, and 7.